to read this poem for you by one of the artists in the Anonymous Art Show. 'Twas a month before Christmas. Lonsdale Avenue was alight. Through North Van Art's window, behold, quite a sight. The walls were filling up with paintings galore. So many appeared, and they kept bringing more. The elves were quite busy, for days upon end, adding rows of new paintings for you and your friends. When the paintings were up, all tidy and neat, the doors opened wide to provide quite a treat. Patrons could preview 739 paintings plus one. An annual tradition, the Anonymous Art Show has begun. So go one and all to look and to choose your favorite painting, landscapes, cows, or your muse. Mark down your favorites and keep your list near. Be online November 25th, purchase art, and bring some cheer. This is a poem by Sharka Lee that we found on social media and just had to share with you all here today. Like I said, my name is Andy, and I am going to introduce you to our executive director, Nancy Cottingham-Powell. Hello, Nancy.
Hello, Andy. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are so excited to be launching the 18th annual Anonymous Art Show. Thanks for joining us. We still can't have a great big crowd here at CityScape Community ArtSpace, so this is the next best thing for us to be able to share our excitement and what's going on here in the gallery with you. So I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what this year's show is doing. So we've got, how many artists? We've got 365 artists, and I believe over 100 of those artists are new to the show this year, which is amazing. And once again, we're telling a lot of stories here with all these artists and what's been going on for them this last year. We've got 740 works that are in the show, and I think 730 of them are hanging in this gallery. And so you can go online, you can look at them, and you can buy them as of 7 o'clock tonight. Now, I want to say we've had a little glitch, because look at how well we're doing on our fundraising. We are so excited. Unfortunately, we had a glitch with our Octavia site, and we ended up selling multiples of the same piece. We'll solve it, I promise. We know who the first bidder is, so you will receive a notice if unfortunately you didn't buy the piece, even though you thought you did, and you've been charged, and we promise we'll refund you. Okay, so not the best way to start off, but know that it's all gonna get sorted and it's all gonna be good. But I'm worried that people will think they have an anonymous piece and they don't yet. So it's been solved. It's fixed on the website, so anything that's been purchased from 7:20 on is purchased by one person only. So sorry about that. We're doing our best to fix it, and our team is on it, and they will be getting back to you sometime this evening with an email message and a refund on your credit card. Okay? So what else has got? So our goal is $46,000. We're almost there, but I think we're going to go back a little bit. So we're just going to, it's going to be an interesting year. We're just going to have one of those pie graphs, kind of like what COVID's like, right? It'll all work out in the end, right? And as somebody says, if it doesn't work out, then it's not the end. So anyway, it's all good. So what else is going on? We're going to make cocktails, but we're going to save that until a little later on. A reminder that how this all works is the work is anonymous until you buy it. And then once you buy it, we're going to reveal the artist. Now, we have to do that manually online, so it's going to take us a while. Probably tomorrow or the next day we'll start to get to that. I also want to remind everyone who is buying pieces that we're asking you to give us 3 days if you're going to come pick it up, because it's going to take us a while to pull all the artwork off the wall and get it packaged ready for you. So if you're buying it tonight, come on Monday. We'll have it all ready for you, promise, okay? What else do I need to say? If you can't for some reason buy online, if you're having problems with Octavia or you don't have an email address or whatever's going on, if you don't have a friend that can help you, you can come to Cityscape and we can help you here as of tomorrow morning, okay? So one way or the other, we hope everyone that wants a piece of art is going to end up with a piece of art for themselves, for their family, or their friends. so shall we move around? We're gonna take a tour of the gallery right now. So first of all, this is the Cupid Wall. It's got lots of interesting work. Somebody said, one of our volunteers who helped scan all the work said, wow, it's, she's touched every piece of work, but she says there's something about seeing it on the walls in a mosaic like this that just tells different stories. And we also were asked, how do you decide which piece goes where? That is random. And we literally randomize the numbers and do it all with an Excel spreadsheet, and then we just start numbering the pieces, and the people who do the installation just take them and put them up in numerical order. How's that for a way to curate a show? So this is the Donner Wall. It's got all sorts of very interesting stories to tell. Everything from happy faces to not so happy faces. It's a wide range, just like the COVID year, right? What else is going on? Here's Dancer. So this is one of our short walls in the middle, and it's got a wide range of things. It's got one of the cows. And
What's the story behind the cows, Nancy?
well, the cows have been in the show from the very beginning, I think, and they sell every year. So everybody has a favorite cow, and there's a lot of cow collectors out there. So I think there's a lot of cows and a lot of walls in our community. And then what have we got? We've got Comet. So this has got a wide range of everything from beautiful landscapes to some animals and food, and it's even got our Prime Minister looking like he's having a great time. Whoops!
Almost there.
Got it?
Oh, we're upside down now.
Oh no.
Just wanting to see
Technical
that
difficulty.
close up for you. Oh, what a classic.
And I also want to remind everybody that we have a beautiful video that Tamar Kozlov did for us of interviewing a bunch of the artists that are in the show. And so if you go somewhere on our YouTube page where you are right now and click around, you'll find it. And it's a great video that tells the backstory of a lot of the people who are in this show this year. So let's go to Vixen next. This is the one with the great big egg on it. I think that's fabulous. There's some really beautiful pieces. There's one of the Orpheum Theater. Lots of different abstract pieces and landscapes once again. Then Blitzen has one of my favorite pieces. Look at this crow, eh? Next to the rabbit, I thought that was interesting. They're having a great conversation. They won't get to sit there for very long. I bet you that crow's sold already. And then there's Dasher. And this has got lots of fun stuff. I love the car, the old red Buick. My husband used to have a big car like that. It was a convertible. And then Prancer. And I think that's the last wall that we haven't shown you. So you can see there's a lot of pieces here. And as per tradition, we've done our preview week, so the community got to come in and have a look at the show as is, which is something we started 3 years ago. And then as of tomorrow morning, we'll start to pull the works that have sold off the wall and start packaging them for pickup. So you'll start to see different stories will be told as gaps form in the mosaic, and you get to see different pieces because they'll pop out. It's really beautiful. So I encourage you, if you even came this week, come back again, because it's worth seeing when the evolution of things happen. Okay, follow me this way. So this is what we call the art rental hallway, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but this is the blank slate of where everyone's pieces will be packaged and ready for pickup. So you can see it's pretty empty right now, and as of tomorrow, it'll be bustling. Lots going on. So I mentioned our art rental. This is our art rental salon, where we have many, many pieces in our collection that you can rent monthly or you can purchase. And you can even rent to own. We have a 3-month rental deal that the first 3 months of rental can go towards your purchase price. So you can see these make a lot of noise when you move them, but you can move these walls, and so you can come here to CityScape and you can have a look at the collection, which is getting a little thin because we're actually in the middle of transitioning about 160 pieces out, and we're about to bring in probably 160 to 200 pieces in. So as of January, we'll have a whole new refreshing part of our collection, and we'll do a gallery show actually right after Anonymous is done. So very fun, and you can see all of this online as well on northvanarts.ca. So I'm just going to breeze by this room. This is the staff hard at work. Should we tuck around and say hi to Sam? And here's Sam. She's waiting for you to call. So if you need to phone for some reason, Sam's going to answer the phone.
I'll help you out.
Sam is also the organizer of the North Shore Art Crawl, which is going to be, the call for artists is going to be up anytime, like within the next couple of weeks. So have a look at that, have a look for that, and we encourage all our artists out there to register this year. We're going to do it in person, we promise. All COVID safe. Okay, now we're going to walk through our working kitchen. So this is where we've been prepping all our drinks and all those fun things. And more behind the scenes office area. And this room, we call it the North Shore Culture Compass room. And this is Stephanie, she's our marketing manager. She's actually sitting there posting live onto Instagram right now and keeping everybody up to date on what's going on. And we call it the Culture Compass room because this is where the team that helped develop the North Shore Culture Compass has worked out of. So that's our new online digital tool that tells you all about cultural assets all across the North Shore. Highly recommend you go check this out if you haven't already. northshoreculturecompass.ca. All right, now we're making our great grand circle back. And here we are. All right, what do we want to do? Should we make a cocktail?
Why don't we go and see if we can do a first sale, first look with one of the tickets. Yeah, we'll just set
I'll
this.
chat while you go figure that out. So, I know what the first sale was. It was called Tofino Sunrise, and it was by Katie Rogers, who happens to be one of our board members. So congratulations, Katie, for being the first artist sold. But it wasn't here in the gallery because we had 10 pieces that weren't quite the right dimensions. They were still 8 by 8, but they weren't as thick as the rest of them, so we didn't put them on the walls, but we scanned them and showed them to you online. So that's great. So what we're going to do is we're going to look up the second piece that sold and tell you which one of them here in the gallery was the second piece that sold. So what else do I want to talk to you about? What is this fundraiser for? So obviously the way this works is the $100 that you spend on a painting, 50 of it goes to the artist and 50 goes to us. Here comes Annie.
We have our first piece sold tonight. I'll give you that to announce the name.
Oh, this is Katie. I've already told them about it. Oh, so there it is. Tofino Sunrise. Isn't that great?
Is it a sunrise or a sunset? Could be both.
I think it was a sunrise. I think it's sunrise.
We can ask Katie.
Isn't that wonderful? Now, actually, I lied because this is one of the regular size ones, but I think Katie dropped it off after we'd already numbered everything, so we went, Katie, we can't put it in, but we will definitely put it online. So isn't that fabulous? There you go. So first piece sold. Woo! Here, I'm going to put it over here so that I don't spill juice on it. So what I was saying is, so 50% goes to the artist, so $50 goes to the artist for the sale, but then 50 comes to us. And usually our commission is 30% 30/70, so if a piece, when it's in a gallery in one of our shows, the artist would get 70% and we would get 30, but because it's our fundraiser, we do a 50-50 split. So then what happens with that money that comes to us is we use it for our programming for the following year. So it will support our arts education, it will support the North Shore Art Crawl and Arts in the Garden, and it will support a lot of the other, some of the arts education pieces that we do, like we do a rhythm and word music therapy program out of Mountainside Secondary, and a wonderful program called Art and Mycology. And this is, I'm having two artists that are into sort of creating, understanding mycology, so the study of mushrooms and fungi, and how that relates to art, community, and overall balance of life, really. And so we've had a lot of fun with that program the last 3 years at Mountainside, and we want to keep that going. So that's what all this money is going towards, is to helping those programs flourish. So thanks for helping us. Okay, so let's make, we only have time, I think, for one drink. So we had talked about 2 drinks, but I'm going to make the hats off because it's so yummy. Now hang on, I think things are back here. Oh, now I have to open this. Crash! Oh! Susan, my bartender, ended up busy, so I'm faking this. Okay, let's see if I can do this without making a big mess. Woohoo! Congratulations, everybody. All right, so this is Hats Off. This is inspired by the Henry Matisse Woman with a Hat piece. And it is champagne, which we decided to use Prosecco. So you do some Prosecco, and I'm pouring it into a juice mixture that we made up that is raspberries and blackberries all melted down. And then you do this Chambord, which is a very fancy looking liqueur, which am I going to be able to open? See, I think on TV they open them all in advance, right? Oh, look at that, it's very fancy. And I'm doing a great job of measuring, aren't I? I'm just, faking. There you go. So there, I've got that. I've got the champagne. I've got the raspberry and blackberry. I'm supposed to top it up with, okay, hang on, I don't want to get stuff everywhere. I'm disappearing for a minute. Okay, I haven't left very much room. You're supposed to top it up with soda. And then put in a raspberry and a blackberry. Okay, let's try this. Cheers, everyone. Woo! That's sweet. Yum! All right, so a toast to everyone out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting our fundraiser. A toast to all the artists who participated. Thank you for being part of our community and part of our family. We have so much fun doing this. And I have to say, the online sales has just put the access to this show through the roof. So we really, really, I don't think we'll ever go back. Hopefully we'll have more parties in here, leading up to and during the sales, but I think online is here to stay for this one. Anyway, I applaud everyone and thank our staff and our volunteers and everyone who's contributed to making this such a great success. Cheers.